What is up, everybody? Welcome back once again to episode 2 of the Cup and Reason Show. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way, you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos as well as live streams like this. So, as usual, I have a special guest. We're starting out. You know, you guys make sure if you want to, don't be shy like you guys normally been. You guys been afraid to shoot your shot and things like that. Let's not act funny style and things like that. But we're gonna talk to this young lady, and if any of you guys, the link is pinned in the chat right now. If you guys are interested in calling in, and for those of you who may be interested in getting on the show and being a guest, you guys can also call in as well. This is strictly, if you want to call in, it's strictly for shooting your shot, and or if you're just looking for a date, looking for love, things like that. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna jump right into it. Once again, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. So let's go ahead and bring on this beautiful young lady, and go ahead and unmute you here, or you unmute yourself. Ash, how are you doing? What is up? What is going on? How are
Hi,
you?
well, I'm doing good and I'm excited.
Are you elated or are you just excited?
I'm
Which one?
excited.
You're excited. Sheesh. So I'm glad to have you on. I know you we kind of chopped it up backstage and things like that. But just to get around to it, I understand you're 23 years old. Where are you from, originally? Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
I was born in Texas. When I was
Okay.
a baby, we moved to Palm Beach County, so Boca Raton, Florida. And then
Mm-hmm.
after my parents' divorce, so that I could be in a more stable two-parent home, they sent me to live with my uncle and aunt direct, like maybe 2 months after their divorce. And I
Okay.
finished my studies in Canada.
So when you say you finished your
Oh,
studies,
sorry,
like
not
how?
studies. High school. Sorry, I finished high school in Canada, but now I'm like going into like university.
Got it. So for I guess the basically the last 7, 8 years you've been in Canada.
So when I turned 18 and I had freedom, I
Yeah.
did like moved back to Florida for a little bit. So I lived in Miami and I did travel like around.
Mm-hmm.
And like I decided finally to like settle, and like I was ready to just like settle, get life going and everything. Around 2019, and then
Mm-hmm.
like 2020, just with COVID, it just ended up happening that I moved like right after COVID. It was just a better timing.
So that's what caused you to move back? Was it COVID? Was the catalyst that caused you to move back?
Oh no, I was actually planning on moving back to Canada January of 2020 before we even heard of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then after COVID just pretty much sped up that process.
Right,
It's
right.
like there weren't like too many opportunities going on here, and there were
Mm-hmm.
better opportunities for me here in Canada. So
So being that you're originally from the States, what do you see as obviously you being so young, I wouldn't assume you have too much dating history.
no.
But what do you see as like the main differences between the guys in the States uh from the guys in Canada? Is there any real difference, or is it just Western guys are all the same?
I'd say I definitely think that like the guys in like, Quebec and like Canada are a lot more calm when it comes to like approaching women. I
Right.
think American men are a lot more aggressive when approaching women. Not in a bad way, like aggressive in a bad way, but like they're more gonna after the hunt. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna
Mhm.
come up to you straight up and be like, Shotty, you're fine. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Canadian guys don't really do that.
Right. So they're more. We always tend to hear Canada is just laid back, just in general.
Yeah, really
It's
laid
just
back
completely
and
laid
chill.
back.
Yeah.
And you said, I think you said it's. I don't know why when I thought of laid back, I just thought about weed or whatever for some
Mhm.
reason. But you said
Mhm.
it's legal up there. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
it is legal up there
Okay.
for federally for recreational use. So I have a 9 to 5, but I was promoted to case manager. So because of that, I left the dispensary I was working at. But prior, I was working at a dispensary on the weekends called Wavy in
Oh,
Ontario, and then I was living or I was like doing my 9 to 5 Monday through Friday.
Got you, got you, got you. So you were working at a dispensary and things like that. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
just for like extra money and also for like more knowledge in cannabis. Also, I loved the store. I love the owners. They're really cool. So
Right, right. Man. So is- I don't know if I know I said where you were from. What's your ethnic background? I don't know if I asked you that.
oh yeah, so my parent, well, by blood I'm Haitian, so full blood Haitian. I'm a first generation American. Both of my
Nice.
parents were born in Haiti. My dad was like a country boy from the mountains, and like
Nice. Yeah.
my mom was from the city,
Sac
Port-au-Prince.
passe.
Naboule.
Already. We burning, we burning, we burning, we burning. That's
Yeah.
right. So what are you looking for? So in terms of your dating, so I'm assuming, have you had much success dating in Canada, or are guys just like weird, or what's been your dating experience like in Canada?
It's because of COVID. It's definitely slower.
Hmm.
When I was younger and I was living here, I always had like lots of guys like coming after me. Um, it was pretty good, but I just wasn't allowed to really date at that age.
Hmm.
I didn't really start dating until I was in America. Now that I'm here, it's been kind of hard because of COVID and like because our
Yeah.
government keeps locking everything down. We're not lucky like you guys. So
Yeah.
it's been kind of difficult to like get out and about, and I'm not really good at meeting people online, so it's
Yeah.
slow.
But they open things back up now, though, right?
It depends on your province. So I unfortunately live in Quebec, and our premier is a crazy man who is trying to force a 100% vaccination rate. He pretty much you can't go anywhere without a vaccine. So if you
Right.
don't have like the QR code, you can't go to Canadian Tire, which is like Home Depot. You can't go to Walmart. Like even though like it doesn't apply to like grocery stores, like Walmart's still yeah. So it's kind of sucky. Everything's
Right.
closed. Yeah.
Right. So what would be your ideal guy? Like what are you looking for? Your ideal guy, preferably.
Mm, definitely a guy like that's like over 30 because they're more serious.
Okay.
I haven't really ever dated anybody seriously under the age of 30 before. Um, I don't really I like I get along. The thing is with younger guys, I'm more friendly with them because they're more my age, I find.
Hmm.
And like they're not serious. I like having an older man because I can respect them more. And because I respect them because they have more wisdom than me and like they're more experienced than me.
Right.
So I need that because I need that if I want somebody to like lead me and like and for marriage, you know what I mean? I need somebody who I can like really trust to like take care of like the other side of things, you know?
Right.
Um,
Right.
I want somebody who is I don't want to say like macho manly, but yeah, macho manly. I definitely like like the monster truck type guys, you know what I mean? Race doesn't really matter. Obviously, I prefer to be with a black man, but like,
Okay.
but it really doesn't matter to me. Somebody who's really genuine, a family man. So he has to be like really close with his family. I'm not close with my immediate family, but I'm close with everyone else in my family. I have like a huge giant like family of like 36 cousins and a bunch of aunties and uncles here. So that's a big thing. They have to want kids. That's a big deal breaker. If you don't want kids, I don't want anything to do with you. And actually what
How
would
many
be great,
kids? How many kids? How many kids? What would be your preferably? How many kids would you like to have?
I only want a birth too. But if he has like other kids, like if like I wouldn't mind being a stepmom. I love children. I used to be a preschool teacher when I was living in Florida. So I love
Okay.
kids. And I would like to be around a lot of kids. I just don't want to be pregnant so many times and like ruin my body. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that's the only thing. But if he has like, that would be a plus actually, if he did have like a couple of kids, you know? And as long as he has like a stable job, you know, like a good stable job. I like construction guys a lot, yeah,
Okay.
because they're
Okay.
like big and rugged. You know what I mean? Like I want a guy that can like do stuff around the house and like actually like be a man. You know?
Right. So you want two kids of your own, but as far as the amount of kids he has, is there like a cap on how many kids he
Yeah,
can have?
he can't be coming to me with like a basketball team of kids. Like if he has
Okay.
like two kids, that's two to three kids. That's good. But if they're like younger, that's where it kind of gets into the tricky side of things, because I don't want to
Yeah.
be at home forever and ever and ever taking care of kids. I eventually want to I eventually want to use my degree for something. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to be going
You
to
want to use
school.
your what?
So when I get my degree, like I want to be able to use
Gotcha.
it for something. So like I want to be able to use it. And like the reason why I'm going into mycology, I told you, was for psilocybin and all that stuff. So like I I definitely plan on working. So I want the man that's going to work.
Say that again for people that may not have caught that. You said so you want to go back to work eventually,
Yes.
and to finish your you said to finish your degree. What was your degree going to be in?
So I want to a bachelor's degree in science,
Mm-hmm.
majoring in special plants and horticulture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what I'm going for now, because there's not a mycology program at the university I've chosen. But afterwards, I plan on transferring to another university with the mycology program. I just didn't have good enough grades to get into that
So
school.
I know I asked you earlier, but for the people who don't know that may not
Mhm.
be, they may know, but what is mycology for people that don't know?
It's the science of fungi.
Okay. So mushrooms and ish.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Okay. So you want to go back to work. You want to have a couple kids. You want to go back to work. He, you're cool with him being a 9 to 5 blue collar roughneck guy.
Yeah, totally fine with that, because honestly, I grew up with my dad was an engineer, and
Okay.
like engineers, like most engineers, like they'll tell you they don't know how to fix anything. Like they don't do
Right.
things in the house.
Yeah.
Like they know about like computer systems and whatever. And like that was something that I always said to myself, like when I was older, that I would get a man that was like more like I value more that, because to be honest with you, here in Canada, like construction workers get paid like $33 an hour, and it's like a 12-hour workday. That's $100,000 a year. So like,
Yeah.
like I'm not freaking out if you're not like if you're, and even if you're making less than that, I make 50K already. So
Right.
even if I weren't to get my degree and I were to get like nothing, right? Say like everything falls through the floor and I can't get my degree, I'm still making 50K a year. Really, he could have like 45, like the average around here is no, that's not 45 anymore, that was 2019. The average here is 65 for men. So
Okay.
65 I mean, that's like 111 or $115,000. I mean, I think that's definitely enough for 3 to 4 kids.
Gotcha. Yeah, because my previous guest, she was saying how she lives in Toronto, which I don't
Oh,
know.
that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a different story. But it's the same. It's still on. Is Toronto in Ontario?
So I'm in Quebec. So Gatineau, I live in
Oh,
like
I'm
the
sorry. Yeah, you did.
metropolitan.
Gotcha.
So I
Gotcha.
technically I do kind of look, because I do live like right by Ontario. I drive over to Ottawa all the time.
Okay.
I just live in Gatineau. So this is like a lot cheaper of an area. It's like $800 for my rent right now. Where she's living, like the average family home is like almost $1 million. So she
Gotcha.
actually would need a guy making that much money, unless
Gotcha.
she moves.
So I didn't discuss age. So is there an age cap on this man in terms of
I
how
don't
old
want
he
a
can
50 year
be?
old. I
Huh?
don't want a 50-year-old coming to me. Like,
So you're good with a guy in his 40s, late 40s.
yeah, like definitely 30. Like 30 is okay. So yeah, 30. I mean, I prefer 33, but like 30 to 46 would be good, really.
Okay, 30 to 46. So before I go on to the next question, I just need you guys to hit, if you guys are in here and you guys haven't hit that like button, it helps to promote the channel. I'm trying to make this a big show. I appreciate all you guys support. Right now we have about 30 people watching, or 20, excuse me, drop down to 25. It's a slow night, but it is what it is. I know you catch on the back end, but it's only 12 likes. If you guys could hit the like button, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. It helps to promote the video one time for the algorithm. I appreciate you. And I just want to give a shout out to um I think I've seen this name before. I'm doing the same thing I did last time, trying to click it on the other video. Laddie Bo. Shout out to Laddie Bo for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. So hit that like button, guys. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. One time for the algorithm, man. Anyway, so 30, you said 30 to about 40, you said 46, right? Somewhere around that age.
Yeah, 46 would be
Okay,
like
46.
would be the oldest I'd go for.
Gotcha.
I
Oh
don't
wow,
think
that's
I'd have much
double.
in
Yeah, that's like double.
common.
Man. So is your are your parents involved in your dating at all, or is just you just out here just doing your own thing? Just asking out of curiosity.
No, they're not really.
Yeah.
They don't really get involved. Like our family doesn't really get involved in dating because like they don't really need to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All of the women in my family are married. All my cousins are married or on their way to marriage. I'm the
Gotcha.
youngest one, me and my other cousin Ariane. So that's the only reason why we're not like really, wiped up. But like here, no, they don't have a need to. So
Okay. How soon are you looking to get married or have children? I know you were saying that.
well, I definitely I'm going to be enrolling this year. It's a 3-year program. So I wouldn't mind like getting married and pregnant by my last year of school because my last year of school is just like it's not that many courses.
Yeah. So you're looking at you said the
So
third
in two
year.
years. Yeah, so my third year. So in 2 years, I would be ready for like marriage and a baby
So that will put you at what?
at 25.
26, 25, 26.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's hey fellas, a white wifey's right here waiting on you, man. You know what I'm saying? So she said the next 3 years, if you guys looking to settle down and I'm gonna, I haven't finished asking her, but if you like what you hear so far, hey, she doesn't have any kids. She's beautiful, beautiful young lady. She's already making 50K and it's only up from here. I don't think it's down. So we're just covering a few of the highlights. You're bilingual, correct?
Yes, I speak French and I
So
speak French and English.
so she parlays and all that. You speak Creole also?
And no, I don't speak Creole. My parents they moved here in the '90s. They moved to America in the '90s, and
Yeah.
like in the '90s, they weren't too fond of Haitians. so
Okay, right,
so
right.
like, my parents they kind of try to like suppress like that. We were only allowed to like know about Haitian culture at home. Really, we weren't
Gotcha.
outside the house.
Gotcha. Okay, so we talked about what you're looking for in a guy. So what are some deal breakers for you with for a man that
Um,
may be looking to get or ask for your hand in marriage or court you? What are some deal breakers?
deal breaker. I think I mentioned that earlier. Is if he doesn't want kids, that's a huge thing. If you don't want kids, stay away from me.
What- So
Honestly,
so if he already has kids but doesn't want any more, that's still a deal breaker?
yeah, that's a huge
Okay.
deal breaker because I want
Got
my own babies
your
too.
own baby. Okay. Okay.
Also, another deal breaker is if he's not like a family type, but if he's not close with his family, because I'm not really, really close with my immediate family, but I'm close
Hmm.
with the rest of my family and I have a huge family. So if they're not good and close with their family and they're not somebody who's used to being in that kind of like environment, definitely that's
Right.
a deal breaker because my family's going to peg that immediately and they're going to tell me straight up that they don't like you. So, like, and I don't want to deal with that. I mean, I don't break up with people because my family doesn't like them. That's just ridiculous to me. But at the
Hmm.
same time, I also don't want to hear like my family talking crap to me about you either.
Right.
Um, another thing too is that, mm, I don't have to think too much about deal breakers because you know what? Like I haven't thought too much about deal breakers, huh? Um, you have to have a sense of humor.
Okay.
You have to have a good sense of humor because like I'm definitely like a jokester. So like, I'm somebody who's like sarcastic and like me and my family we love roasting you. So that's another thing. You can't
Yeah.
be sensitive. You cannot be sensitive because like my family loves to roast people.
Okay.
Like you really can. And we love to roast each other and you need to be like funny and like be okay with that kind of thing. Also, deal breaker is I'm trying to think. Mm,
Income?
maybe
How about weight? I know you already said you don't really care about the race. You prefer a black man, but you don't care about the race in terms of physique or anything like that.
you better not be on my 600-pound life or something. You know what I mean? Like, like
Okay.
I don't mind a big guy, like like I don't mind a big boy, like a bear or anything like that. But
There's
can't
yeah,
be like huge, like and sloppy or anything.
right.
That's for sure. Like, definitely not. Oh, another thing too is like you have to be a nice dresser too.
That's a deal
Like
breaker.
well, I mean, I don't want to say nice dresser. Like, you don't have to be like dripped in like designer or anything like that. I don't wear like crazy designers or anything, but like I don't want a guy that's like wearing a t-shirt and flip-flops. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
I don't walk around like that. So
Yeah.
you really cannot walk around like that with me. Um, and he just has to be somebody who's accepting of my support and like my love, because like I've noticed like maybe it's just the guys that I choose. Also, it's not even maybe, it's 100% just the guys that I choose, because everything is choice in life. But
Right.
I noticed that I do choose like guys that sometimes in the beginning it's a little bit difficult for them to like accept like my support, because like I'm like all in. Like if I like really like you and I'm really interested in you, I'm like all in. Like whatever you need me to do for your business or whatever you got going on, like whatever support you need, I'm there 100%. So I think
So
like so
you've had guys who've turned that away or didn't like that you were
I
so
just cut
supportive,
off
or
one. I just blocked one's number today. Yep.
were you overbearing? What did he look at it as, you being over? I'm just asking this. I'm not saying you were. Did he look at it as you being overbearing, or?
No, actually, because what's funny is the dude chased me for a while. He chased me for a while, and like I wasn't into it, because because back in high school he slept with like half of my friends, so I wasn't into it. And
Okay.
then he kept on, and then he was friends with because I used to have a roommate like a few months ago. I just moved into this apartment in January, but
Gotcha.
he was friends with the guy I was living with before, so he kept on coming around like all the time. So then I was like, okay, whatever, I'll give him a chance. And then like it wasn't really serious or anything. And then like after like we dated each other for like a 2 months, and then like in January he came around, he's like, I really like you, like let's like date and like take things like seriously, da, da, da. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like I went and I reworked my whole recipe book, because he's vegan, so I reworked my recipe book to like have like
Wow.
restaurants for him, or vegan like recipes for him. And like yeah, it's just because I didn't. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have said that, because that was choice. That was 100% choice. I chose somebody who just wasn't ready for, I mean, love or support, I guess.
So you knew beforehand that he was on that type of time where he wouldn't be accepting.
Mm-mm. Because he kept on talking to me about how that's what he needed. Like there
That's
was
what
a
he
girl
needed.
that he was dating previous to me, and like he was talking about how like how like this girl doesn't do this, down the third, and whatever. And I did like all those things. And then
Right.
like in January we had a conversation, and his only complaint was that sometimes when because he has like a lot of like not a lot of issues. Everybody has issues, right? And
Right.
like he needed like some help with like personal stuff and whatever. And like sometimes my advice can be kind of like harsh. So he was just saying that if my advice could be like less harsh, because I kept on like not harsh, but he said like I kept on pressing him to go to therapy and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So he just didn't like that he felt that I was pushing him like beyond his time for his. And that I stopped that completely. And he was good. And then after that, like I think he just wasn't ready. And I think I missed like the signs and whatever, possibly. But
Hmm.
like if you're somebody who's going through that, please don't message me.
Gotcha.
Because like I'm past that in life already. Like I am not 100% perfect or 100% healed or anything like that, but like I've passed that chapter, like I'm ready to like accept love and accept support, and I'm ready to give love and give support. So yeah. Mhm.
That's very interesting to hear that a guy chased you and then went, and this is what he wanted from you. Then it's not strange, because I always feel that women are like that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that a woman would do. But for a guy
Mhm.
to say that this is what he wants from you, then when you give it to him, is just, I don't want that or whatever. I mean, it's
Yeah, and I asked my other friends, because my other friends were very very close to the situation. Like
hmm
one of them, they were well, they have a child together, and they were in a relationship. And I asked both of them, and they both were just like, yeah, like, and one of them, he really didn't think much. He didn't even think to warn me, because he said that the guy was that he was talking about me in a good way, like when I wasn't
right.
around. And like I asked both of them, and then like they both said that they were both like pretty surprised. So yeah.
Mm. Yeah, very interesting. So I had some questions. Someone was asking, what about a guy that smokes and drinks? Is that a deal breaker for you?
No, because well, smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, you can't deal with the cigarette smokers.
I really
You're
hate.
420. Was it 421 friendly? You're 421 friendly, right?
I'm definitely 420 friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it 420? I said 421. I'm not a smoker. I'm sorry, I messed that up. 420 friendly. She's 420 friendly, guys. I
I
know
don't.
y'all will be like, JR, it's 420. It's 420. It's 420. Okay, it's 420. Jeez, goodness. Good night. She's 420 friendly. How about a guy who drinks? I'm assuming he's, as long as he's not pissy drunk guy or whatever. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, I'm personally, I just drink socially,
Mm-hmm.
just because honestly, once you get to like after 21 and you like keep drinking, get you fat. So like, I don't really drink too often
Mm-hmm.
because of that reason. And I just quit smoking just because that's another thing that's it's done its purpose in my life really
Right.
already. So, that's more of like an occasional if I'm at a friend gathering type thing.
Right. So, guys, she doesn't smoke anymore. I saw somebody in the chat was saying something about smoking, whatever. But she doesn't smoke anymore. But she is 420 friendly. So, for all you guys who are, on that type of time, that's what it is in terms of that. So,
He can't be a chronic like smoking like all day every day with
yeah,
Khalifa type like nah because those guys aren't productive normally. So yeah,
gotcha. Okay, he can't be like on that chimney type of time.
nope,
Okay, where he's just chiefing back to back.
nope.
So, for the guys who want to know what's your obviously we're looking on camera, what's your, I'm not asking you for your height, but what's your dimensions for people who are looking? I know that's the wrong term. How tall are you? That's what I should have asked you. Gee.
So I am 5'9", and
Oh,
yeah,
she's a tall one. Okay, continue.
yeah. I am 5'9". I wear a dress size. Well, actually, the last Giovanni dress I put on, it was
Oh
a
my
10.
goodness.
Giovanni is haute couture, or not haute couture, but it's couture gowns, and it goes smaller. And that dress actually got pretty big on me. That was the dress that I sent you. So I'd assume by now I'd probably be. I looked like I was a size down when I tried on that dress. So I'd say I'm like a 6 in Giovanni now.
So she said the dress that she sent me. So just so you guys know, she emailed me some pictures. So for he's like, oh, what JR, you must know her or whatever. You don't mind if can I show them?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So that's what is it called?
Giovanni is my favorite
Yeah.
designer. I love
Okay.
him.
So that's her and her Giovanni, and you are a size what? Were you saying? I know you didn't get to that.
That dress was a size 10, but it's couture. But all of my dresses are Giovanni, and Giovanni runs like a size or two smaller. So I guess like in regular sizes, that would be like an 8 or 6. I have been like working on like losing weight because I want to be more fit, and like I've just never been like a size 4 before or size 2, but both of my sisters always have. So like
You look
I've
super
been on my.
slim. I mean, you look, even in this, you look super slim. You're 5'9". I mean, as opposed to somebody that's 5'1". I know you guys. I mean, you guys are using pounds as well, but you look fit. I mean,
In that picture, I was 167 pounds. Last time I weighed myself, I lost 10 pounds, but that was like a month ago.
and once again, she's 5'9", guys. But anyway, it's dudes who go off of these talking points about she needs to be a size 4. She has to be 120. Man,
No, I can't be 120. I'd be a 0. I'm a
yeah,
5'9". I'd be
yeah,
like a toothpick if I was that size.
yeah. I like my women to have some weight on them. You know what I'm saying? Me personally,
Yeah.
but these dudes, you think you have other people tell you what should be attractive. You know what I'm saying? And it's different things. But yeah, she's you guys saw the picture. She's 5'9", 150. For you guys, you're like, oh, she's size 7, she's size 8. Man, cut it out. Anyway, there you have it. Yeah, it is what it is. Let me go ahead and see where we're at real quick. 1 second before I move on to this next question here. Oh yeah, y'all keep hitting that like button. If you guys are just now joining the chat, keep hitting that like button. I want to give a shout out real quick to I rock with Ray Moore. Hey, appreciate you, man. I appreciate the support with the 1999 super chat there. Let's scroll down to some of these comments here real quick. 421 is crack day. Somebody said, I didn't know that. 421 is crack day. Oh, he said he's kidding. I didn't know that. Hey, It is what it is, man. I don't
They
do
tore
that.
that other lady apart, so I'm not looking at the comments. I don't like getting my feelings hurt.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, hey,
I don't like things, I don't need to look at.
you gotta realize these comments. I wouldn't take it with a grain of salt, man. A lot of these. I shout out to all my subs and all you guys who constantly viewing me. But some of you guys have some suppressed feelings that you gotta, you either gotta whack off or
Damn.
go get on the hub or X vids and just let the pressure off, baby, or just go ahead and get you an out call or in call. You feel me? That's what needs to happen, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
But, drinking
god.
makes you fat after 25, depending on your genetics. What school did she go to? Okay,
I'm planning on going to the University of Ottawa. Both of my parents went there,
already.
and my brother
Nice.
went there. Mhm.
Step up, step up. She's gonna be. You guys are weird, man. You guys are weird. At 5'9", she got to have a height requirement. You don't? Do you have a height requirement?
No, I'm
So he
not
can
one of
be
those
he can be
short
5'2".
men.
He can be 5'3". You'd be fine with that.
Okay, whoa. Hey, I mean, my height or taller.
So
Because
he has to be 5'9" or above.
yeah, because the thing is that shorter guys like me, like guys or average
Of
size
course,
guys like me.
of
Like, you know
course.
what I mean? I don't get like these supermodel, like 6'4", 6'8" dudes. So every guy, I've only dated like one guy was 6'4". All the other guys I've dated have all been like 5'9", 5'10".
Do you wear heels a lot?
Yeah, so that's another thing too. Like,
Damn.
I don't mind the height, but you cannot be insecure about my heels, okay? Like, I don't wear 6-inch heels, but I'll wear like a cute little kitten heel or something. And
Right,
like, please do not get on me about that.
right. So I know you're planning on going to attending school,
Mhm.
but are you open to relocate?
Yes, because I mean, this is a program really that you can find. It's bachelor's in science. Every university offers this. And the university I got into, I just went with that one because it's the one I could get into because my grades weren't high enough. Like all of the universities here are like freaking, they're damn like it's ridiculous. Like it's a 22% like acceptance rate at Carleton U, and like McGill is even more difficult to get into. So it's just like
Hmm.
it's just U Ottawa is what I was able to get into.
So you are open to relocate. Any places that you're like, he would have to come here instead. Any places where you're just like, nah, I can't do that. I mean,
Not going to Chicago, that's for sure. Not going to Chicago.
I know you probably gonna stir some people up in the chat, but go ahead though. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't want to go to Chicago because you know what? Like I've been there and it's like cold and depressing. So no New York either. Like actually no. Nah, that's BS. Nah. Yeah, New York is fine. Yeah, New York is fine, but no Chicago really. Yeah,
So
but like anywhere on the West Coast actually would be like preferable, you know. So West Coast, go ahead
okay, but
and.
she is open to relocate if you want to get her flued out. If things progress, she's willing to relocate, and as long as you meet all those requirements that we talked about, and she's not going to be a stay at home wife. She will be attending school. After you guys get married and have some children and things like that. So make sure you prepare for that, guys. Shout out
I'm
to all.
getting grants for that. That I mean, well, no, because I will be in school. I will be finishing school by the time I'm getting ready for marriage. So I mean,
Nice.
I'm paying for. I'm technically would be my grants and like all my money that I'm paying for it. But it's Canada. School here is like $5,000 a year. It's not like the States where
Yeah,
it's 100K a
yeah.
year, whatever for your studies. So
Facts. Shout out to Off the Dome, man. I appreciate you, bro, with the $5 super chat. So, what can this prospect, this guy who's looking to court you, date you, marry you, what can he expect? Because I'm not going to ask what you bring to the table, but what can he expect from you in a
you can
relationship
expect
or
somebody
marriage?
who you can expect somebody who's like super super supportive. That's
Okay,
like one thing about me. I'm like 110,000% down for my man.
nice.
Because I really look at it as a team effort. Because at the end of the day, like his success is my success. You know what I mean? Like his
Nice.
success. Well, I don't want to say his success is my success, but his
It
success is
is.
like well, yeah,
Yeah.
basically. So his success is my success, and like it. I just didn't want to say it in the way like I'm taking credit for like anything he does, but you know
No,
what I mean?
no, not at all. No,
But
I look at it. I look at marriage and stuff different. however people think about it, that is what it is, and vice
Yeah.
versa. But yeah,
And like
go ahead.
I'm really let this way because not to get into too much of it, but my mom was not that supportive of my dad,
Okay.
and we all know that that was the reason why our family fell apart. And I think that that's a huge deal for, like for mom and dad to be like on the same page. So I always try to be on the same page with my man and like try to be supportive of anything that he has going on. I'm also somebody who's like really loving. I My love language is like acts of care. So
Watch
like
out now.
so I love baking for you, like baking your favorite desserts because I love baking. Like I like macaroons, cake, pie, like everything. I also love like when my man comes home from work, I like to like run him like a nice hot shower, things like that. I mean, if he's into that thing, right? I'm just giving you examples off of like the
Why
guys
wouldn't
I've
Why
dated.
wouldn't he? He wants you to run him a hot bath.
Yeah, why
I mean, some dudes may be into that where your balls float to the top.
not?
Hey, nah, we
Jesus
men,
Christ.
men,
Not a bath, but like a shower. Like I'm running a hot
yeah,
shower.
yeah. Men, we let the water go down, vertically. We don't sit in tubs, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, and soak, you know, on only certain occasions, we don't, yeah, we don't do all that. But yeah, go ahead. That's very thoughtful. Continue. What
And
else?
then also, um, also, uh, I like it taking play. I like not that I'm gonna take on your interests. Like if you're into like cars and stuff, like I'm not gonna get under the hood and like learn how to change the oil or anything. But like I'll take my Cricut and I'll make you like cute T-shirts for you and your friends when you guys get to the new car meet or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
So she's got
I
a
like to do
cricket.
cute
She's
stuff
got
like
a
that.
cricket, guys. Explain to people what a cricket is if they don't know.
A Cricut, oh, it, like basically you can use it to like print T-shirts. You can do print mugs. You can print. Well, you're not gonna print T-shirts, but like you can use like you can make stencils for like T-shirts and stuff like that. You
Mm.
can make stencils for like mugs and yeah. So I like doing cute little stuff like that. Also, obviously cooking for my man, but like one thing is because I said I don't mind about like culture differences. So
Right.
one thing is like I love when I'm dating like a guy or I'm with a guy and like he's a different culture than me and learning about his culture. So I really like learning about you and your background, so that I can really make your home feel as homey, as I guess I don't want to say as your mom's home did, but but like
Nah,
you know
I
what I mean.
mean, nah. That's yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, for
Like I
sure.
want to, but I want to like but I want I want our kids to have like really rich culture, and I want our kids to like really be submerged in like in my culture and your culture. So that's another thing too. Is like I want to learn about you and your background, um, and yeah. Also, I'm really loyal. That's another big thing with me. I'm super loyal. I also mind my business.
You also what? You also what? Say that again.
I mind my business. I don't go
Yeah.
looking. Listen, I'm not saying I permit cheating, okay?
Okay.
But look, all right.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
permit cheating, but at the same time, I don't like getting my feelings hurt. If we've been married for like 5 years and we're going through a rough patch, and like I'm looking on the credit card statement and I see like bottle service for like $1,600. No, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna go fix what the hell I need to go fix, okay? Like because I don't want my marriage to end. Like fuck, like. So yeah, like I'm really, I mean, but if you're a habitual cheater, obviously that'll be an issue. Like
Right. Right.
I think what I mean to say is I look at things more so in like the big picture. You know what I mean? Like I just want us to have like a long lasting happy life together. So I think that
Nice.
that's another benefit too, because I think that a lot of my friends, especially like I don't want to generalize and say all like girls my age, but like a lot of girls my age, it's like now, tomorrow. Like, and it's just
Yeah.
like that's not how it works. Like, it takes like years and years to build things. And maybe I have this perspective because my parents were like they had like nothing when they came to America. So, like they really like had to like work hard to build like what they had. And so I know that it takes a lot and it takes a while to build. So I'm like, I think that that's good too, because I'm in it for the long haul, like when I'm really interested in you. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds like, I mean, I think you articulated that very well in terms of you being this a guy's cheerleader, quote unquote. I know you didn't say that exactly, but culture is a big thing, instilling that in your kids. And I mean, that's awesome, man. Like, and I know I say this, guys, but come on. I mean, seriously. You hear the young lady right here. She's 23. You guys keep asking how old she is. She's 23. You guys saying fairy tales do come true. And maybe you guys, I mean, you get the right woman, you get the right man, you can have that fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? This woman says she minds her business. For all you guys, she minds her business.
I
Listen,
mean,
man.
that's just how we are in Haiti, okay? Like,
Mhm.
like, to be honest with you, my grandma had 5 babies, but she raised 10. I'll put it that way. So, yeah. Like, so I
Wow.
mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm not exactly like, in our culture, it's more so for like the long haul. You know what I mean? Like, the only divorced person in my family is my mom. Like, no, that's not something that happens in my family, like, so yeah.
You guys can be, because I'm missing these questions. You guys can super chat if you want me to see it, because I'm trying to catch all of them. You guys can super chat the questions, and what you guys can also do, because I mentioned it. If you look in the chat, it's pinned in the chat. You guys can actually call in and shoot your shot. But I understand if you're scared, you'll wait till later and catch her on the back end and try to get her. That's fine too. But it is what it is. But real quick, once again, I got to keep stopping this. Hit that button, guys. I appreciate you. Hit the like button. It helps to promote this show. We're trying to run this show up, make this the most popular dating show on YouTube for ladies and the fellas as well. So she already said her age preference for you guys, man. If you want these questions answered, you can super chat them. I've already answered a lot of these questions, you guys. So last question I have for you though. What are your thoughts on and I think you kind of just hit on it, but what are your thoughts on submission and being submissive in a relationship?
You need to be 100% behind your man.
Mm,
You need to be 100% behind your man. If you're not 100% behind your man, it's not going to work. Because I noticed that really seeing like my parents' marriage versus like my uncle and aunt's marriage.
mm,
Like, it's crazy because like my uncle made way less money than my aunt did, and I only know this because I used to work for like a MasterCard when I was a teen, like trying to get people to sign up in the grocery stores and
yeah,
whatever.
right.
So like and I was surprised because my father towards the end of, or for the better part of their marriage, was making less money than my mom until
Mm,
the end. And my mom was pretty disrespectful. So seeing like how my aunt was, like, seeing like
yeah.
how my aunt was, I was just like, um, really seeing in their marriage, like everything, like my aunt is 100% behind like my uncle for everything, even if she doesn't like fully agree with his point or opinion or whatever, that woman is 100% down for him, and their marriage has worked perfect. Same with my other aunt, Venya, like same way, like she's 100% down for her man, and it's that way. And it's the same thing with all my cousins. I mean, that picture I sent you with the dress was from a cousin's wedding this past summer. But
Mm-hmm.
like her, like seeing her marriage with her husband, like she's 100% like down for her man. And I think another thing too is I'm like, honestly, it's not my role. Like, I don't get like what's the whole like issue with it. It's not my role to like tell you what to do, and it's not my role to like to challenge you or question you on your things. Like, it's your business. Like, I'm not really like, I mean, it's your thing, and like, what am I going to be questioning you and challenging you about? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really believe in that, especially being the leader of the household and being like pretty much like my protector, like the person I'm depending on. Like, there's no way like that can work without you being 100% behind your man. It's just not going
Right.
to happen. And I've seen it not happen multiple times and never works. So yeah.
Mm. So this is a question that, I think is very important in terms of this. And I know this is because I've been discussing this a lot recently. What are your thoughts in terms of intimacy in a marriage or in a relationship?
Man, okay, like that's another. Oh, damn, that was a deal breaker I missed. Okay, if you're not like a guy that's sexually active, don't hit me up. Okay, like I don't need like no old dude who like can't get it up and like doesn't want to like like I 3-4 times a week at least. Like like you need to keep things up and like you need to keep things spiced up. Like you need to keep the attraction there. So that's like a big thing. That's a huge thing for me.
Mm. So, fellas, and maybe some of her mushrooms can help you guys out if you have an issue. She may be willing to, maybe there is some kind of, is there something that can for those who have those issues that can help them out? You heard she said 3 to 4 times a week. So don't come half stepping if you guys are having issues or if the little man can't show up. Take care of that before you even, so
If you can get a prescription, that's fine.
okay, yeah. So that's why I say
The little blue pill always works. So I mean, if you can get a prescription, that's fine. But you can't be ashamed of that prescription either. Like I dated a
right.
guy like that once who was ashamed of it, and I had to end the relationship because like he wouldn't take it, and then like there was like no sex for a while. Like we went 2 months without sex, and I was like, okay, it's over.
Yeah. So guys, don't get canceled over some foolishness. I
Yeah.
had a super chat, Takeem Hilton, real quick. He super chat. I know you said this earlier. Said, "What's your national?" I'll let you answer it. What's your nationality, and do you go to the gym?
So I'm Haitian and the gyms are closed right now. So I go for walks in the morning. I do like a yoga and I do like a little core exercises in my living room. I also I'm like a healthy eater too. Like I juice. So I juice and I do the 8-16 fasting diet.
Hmm.
So like, not diet because it's like more of a lifestyle. But so I'll only drink like 3 to 4 juices a day, large like mason jar juices, and then like a huge kale salad at night. So I'm pretty healthy too.
Bro,
But
very.
I cook. That doesn't mean I know how to make oxtail. I do like the jerk chicken. I do all of that. Okay, so don't get it twisted. All right.
So you know how to cook traditional Haitian dishes as well.
Oh yeah, everything: legume, lalo, gris jonjon, macaroni au gratin, everything.
Y'all, she's speaking that sexy shit right now. For those of you who don't know Haitian cuisine, she was just naming that stuff off for you guys. So you heard she. I hope that answered your question, Takeem. And she's 5'9". I don't know if you missed out when she gave out the information. She's 5'9", 150. I showed the picture of her earlier. Things like that. She doesn't
And
have
I'm
kids.
smaller
What?
now too, so.
Say what?
And I said I'm smaller now. Well, I'd say I'm more fit now. My arms did get way smaller than like I wanted them to, so I have to
Right.
do more arm exercises clearly. But
Right. So she juices and all that, fellas, and she can cook. She don't need a cookbook.
I
You know what
have
I'm
a
saying?
cookbook. You need it. Listen, that's another thing too. Can I say that?
Go
Any
ahead.
woman that says that she doesn't need a cookbook, she's full of shit. Okay, because I learned. Listen, my aunt, she taught me off of her cookbooks, and this is a woman who majority of the recipes that she does cook for us are off the top of her head, and she has at least 5 cookbooks. I have. I mean, I'm obviously in the younger generation. I don't do cookbooks. I put it all on my iPad, but like
Right.
I'll have folders upon folders. So any girl that says that is full of shit. She probably just knows 2 or 3 recipes because there's no way
Mm,
you can remember 50 plus recipes in your head. Like impossible.
wow. Yeah. I figured YouTube was a viable cookbook these days, but I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? You can learn to cook anything on YouTube, but I appreciate the fact that you actually put in that effort, and I'm pretty sure the fellas appreciate that as well. You know what I mean? So I think we covered. I mean, you covered everything. So fellas, I mean, I think at this point, guys, it's a no brainer. You know what I mean? So is there anything that the fellas out of here should know about you? That
Mm,
we haven't discussed, or that you would like any guy who would actually try to shoot their shot at you, what they should know first that we may not have discussed.
oh yes, if you're in the States and you want to like date, the only thing is I'm in between vaccines, so I wouldn't be able to see you for like at least a good 2 months.
Okay, But the borders are open now, though, right? As far as you guys.
They would have to come to me in that point.
Yeah,
Then
that's what I'm saying. As far as because that's what I meant when I asked you that earlier. That's what I meant. I just didn't say it right in terms of everything was open. They opened the borders up. That's what I meant to say because I heard that about that. So guys, 2 months you got it. If you can't get her flued out, you would have to fly out to see Ash in terms of that. So you know there you have it. Anything else that they should know?
No, that's it pretty much. You asked a lot, so.
Hey, I try to cover it all just so guys know. And I know guys that are watching the restream, we kind of covered everything for the most part that you guys would need to know. From intimacy. She has no kids. She's Haitian. She's in Canada, Quebec, right?
Yep. Yeah.
She's bilingual. You have to wait 2 months if you're trying to get her flued out. You know what I'm saying? She's looking to be married within the next 3-4 years. I guess. Have some children. If you have kids, that's cool too. Doesn't matter your race, but she prefers she prefers the brothers. You know what I'm saying? She's willing to relocate. She's definitely a cheerleader, trying to help you guys out, trying to definitely have a cultured family and instill that within the family as well. So I mean, she's fit, she juices. The gyms are closed, but she still gets her core exercises in, guys. I mean, bro, what else? So Ash, what are some ways that some guys, if they're interested, because I know y'all dudes, y'all scared to get on camera, and I can understand that. What are some guys who are interested? What are some ways that they can reach out to you if they're interested?
Well, they can reach out to me on Instagram. I deleted my Facebook. I deleted the Instagram app, but like I re-downloaded it again today, like just in case somebody wants to hit me up on there. So you can hit me up on Instagram, and my Instagram is my first and last name, so that's Ashley Laraque, ASHLEIGHLARAQUE.
There you go. So don't be asking me or be in the comments on this video, how do I get in contact with her? JR, can you reach out to her for me?
Do guys actually ask that?
Yeah. They people ask me that. Can you reach out to her for me, or how do I get in contact with her? And this is the section here, guys. And maybe I need to put a timestamp in a chapter in there to say her contact info at this, such and such. But I see it's somebody parlaying up in the they're parlaying up in the chat here. I guess he's trying to, she's not reading the comments, guys. So if you guys think she's
I don't
reading
like getting my feelings hurt.
yeah, she's not reading. So you can parlay in her inbox or on her Instagram, as she said. That's the best way to contact her. That was Instagram, you said, right?
Yeah, Instagram.
Yeah. So that's the best way to contact her, guys. So I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. Do your thing. This may be your next, wife. You never know. Maybe the mother of your kids. You never know. It could happen. Hey, I love when a beautiful thing comes together, man. So any parting words, Ash?
Not really, but I love your channel, and peace and love to everyone. And I hope that you guys all have wonderful evenings, and just remember to keep God and love in your hearts.
Awesome. I appreciate you. So peace and blessings be upon you. And I hope to talk to you soon, Ash. Thanks again for coming on.
Thank you.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So that was an awesome young lady there. So guys, y'all heard the info. It's a no-brainer, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I see. I didn't see too much negativity in the chat, but it is what it is. If she's for you, she's for you. If not, that's cool too. Y'all know what y'all can do, man. But as usual, this has been the Cuff and Reason show for Monday night. If there's any guys or anybody that's in the chat right now that wants to come on and present themselves, your next husband, your next wife may be listening in. If you want to jump on, the call lines are open right now. It's pinned in the chat. If you want to call in, you know what I'm saying? Yes, she is in Canada, for whoever is asking. She's located in Canada, Quebec to be exact. So yeah, the call lines are open if anybody wants to come in and present yourself, it's open here for a few minutes while I'm doing my little close out here. But this has been episode 2. You guys have been great. Shout out to everybody. I think I shouted out everybody who gave a super chat. I'm just now starting this show, so it's trying to pick it up. So tell your friends if you guys got anybody that's and interested in being a guest. Make sure you DM me on Instagram, guys, or email me directly at jrwisdomunlimited@gmail.com. That way I can have you as a guest. Once again, it's every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those who are looking for love, trying to make this the biggest dating show on YouTube. I'm the only guy that's doing it right now. So I appreciate your unwavering support, everybody that's tuning in, man. So with that being said, man, let me know what you guys think. Y'all know where y'all can reach out to her. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That way you get all the notifications for all of my future live videos like this, the Cup and Reason show every Monday night. So y'all set the notifications for that. Same thing for I haven't done the chicken wing and communion show yet, but it's coming, guys. We're gonna be covering topics for the week and stuff like that. So you guys make sure you tune in, set all notifications, because I'm hearing some of you guys haven't been getting notifications for my videos, man. But subscribe to the channel. I keep saying that. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit all notifications, because as I said, I heard that you guys haven't been getting them. So hit all notifications. Subscribe to my backup channel. Subscribe to the Hustler's Apprentice channel. If you guys are interested in credit and finances and things like that, that's my channel. All the links are in the description. For those of you who don't know, I am a realtor and I am a financial advisor. So if you're interested in building your credit and or fixing your credit, I have guides available for you guys to pick up now. That way you can start working on your stuff now. That way you get access to all these multiple lines of credit. You can buy yourself a new car if you want to. You can buy a house. All those great things. The link is in the description. Make sure you guys, if you're not a patron, I invite you to become a patron. On my Patreon, I'll be putting out content in reference to, as well as courses on building your YouTube channel and basically credit courses and things like that as well. That way you guys will get access to that, firsthand. So make sure you guys copy to. Shout out to my moderator, Unruly Lion. I just made you a moderator, man. So I appreciate you, keeping things in check in the chat. Shout out to you, bro. You guys pick up a t-shirt, pick up all my books. All the links are in the description. I'm putting out new designs every week. So I know I got something that you like. Links are in the description, man. And with that being said, man, check it out, man. Peace be upon you all, the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I'm going to catch you guys next Monday, maybe, or I'm going to either go live doing the chicken wing and communion show. That way we just gonna be covering a topic for the night, and you guys can call and give your opinions as well. Shout out to Chris Jones, man. Salute to you. I appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Also, I didn't even talk about the red flag joint. So I got this other concept for you guys, asking, is this a red flag? You can send me a video on IG in my DM, or you can email me the video and I'll do a video response to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tag you in there as well, responding to your question, asking, is something a red flag? And that'll be that, man. But this has been a good one. We're coming up on an hour. I try to keep it at an hour. I don't want to keep you guys on here too long. And let's run this up to 75,000, man. That's that's the next goal here. We're coming up on 60K. I couldn't have did it without you guys. Let's run this up to 70. I'm trying to be your favorite YouTuber. If you don't know, follow me on IG. I haven't said that yet. If you guys not follow me on IG, follow me right now. I'll follow you back. I try to put out daily content and things like that. I'm becoming with more videos on IG as well. So that's what that is. Gonna snatch that up when I play. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments here, man. And yeah, man, I'm gonna catch you guys later, man. Shout out to everybody that supported. So this is wisdom. Peace be upon you all, the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.